Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I decided today that we're gonna take a look at the world that I've been showcasing here in the past few videos. Um, so you've seen this world a lot with the past videos, and I know this one is a little different, but I just want to give a little tour of what we got going on, um, and kind of explain everything to you guys real quick here, just so you guys can see the world. Let me hit the hay real quick. Let me hit the hay. So this is kind of where it all started, though. We entered this cave and we saw all this big open area. Saw a lot of potential with it. So we started our little storage room right here. This is where it all began. We've had copper golems working, but they've unfortunately passed. But yeah, so we've got the storage room here, all the chests in the ground, and item frames. That's how we keep track of everything. We've got auto smelters here, just to quickly throw stuff in and get a lot in return. So, and then we got a little cactus farm going right here. I think it's temporary for now. Over here, this is what Bunky did. This is what Dominic did. So this is a pretty cool area. I think he's got stripped logs underneath these stained glass here, going down into the enchantment room with, I like the nether brick over top. The dark look of it looks pretty good. I headed up into here is where our nether portal is at, and we'll kind of take a look at this later. But we did a very 2012 lava ceiling with the red tinted glass, which I think is actually pretty cool for this. Um, Over here, I think we're gonna end up doing some potion brewing area over here, but for now there's only one right there. But we'll head back into the nether later here. But I just wanted to show you the rest of this cave here. So we've got our farm over here. It's where we get most of our carrots and potatoes. And then this path goes all the way across, and we would like to kind of put a lot of stuff in this area here. We're not sure what we're gonna put there quite yet, and we want this path to actually lead somewhere. Right now it doesn't. So that, yeah, is one thing that we need to do yet. Down here was a big project though. Down here we've got our auto farm, which is meant to be a tower of auto farms, and it's pretty much just going to span all the way up, but we've just have to add to it. Right now we've got pumpkin and melon in it, but basically how this works is as soon as a melon is grown, the observer will see that the seed changes and the piston will shoot down onto the melon there. And you can kind of see, if I can get up in here, you can kind of see how it's powered. We've got all these blocks here, so that's the piston. And so the observer will power this redstone, which will power this block, which then will shoot all of the pistons. Is how we have that set up. And we have it going, hopper minecart that goes down below here into everything. As you can see, it's coming around right now, I think. But yeah, it'll go down below and collect all the items, which will dispense it into this hopper, which will dispense it into this hopper down below here, which will put it into this crafter, crafting melons, shooting them into this hopper, which go into this chest here. Occasionally with the crafter, you get melon seeds. I don't exactly know how to make that 0 melon seeds. But we've got this clock here to make the crafter a little bit slower, so it's not making a melon seed every time it gets one. So this actually does work pretty well. As you can see, we've got quite a bit of melon in there. I think it's like 4 stacks per like 30 minutes or something like that. So it's actually quite fast. Same thing with pumpkins here. Same exact setup. And the pumpkins are actually a little bit faster. I think they have a quicker growth time. So, but moving on from that, so that's the farm tower right there. Hopefully it'll get a lot taller. I think it'll be pretty cool. We need to fill in that with glass as well to finish that off. I think this is Dom's copper golem farm. Yeah. So I think he's got all of them working just to make them corrode and oxidize. I don't know what his plans are. but we'll find out. But that's very loud, very loud. Moving on over here, we've got the farm. This is our cow farm. We recently built this actually, so you should see this in a recent video if you go back and look at them. But so we've got yeah, just cows, chickens right here. I quite like it though. I like the little nature design. I want to be able to, you know, make all this look like a farm instead of just a weird patch of farm right here. But yeah, obviously that's quite a bit of work to redo the whole entire cave wall. A little man-made lake over here as well, or a man-made pond right here. It looks like we've got an axolotl in there as well. Very cool. We've got our beacon down there with haste on it so that we can easily mine around here as well. But moving back up, going over into the sugarcane farm here. So yeah, just a basic sugarcane farm. Produces quite a bit of sugarcane. We've got chests full of it here, so got quite a lot. This is our meeting room with all of our to-dos, what we want done. So a nice little meeting room. Can come in here if we're out of ideas. Come in here. We've got all these things to do yet, so that's very nice to have if we ever run out of ideas. Coming down here is our villager farm. So we did this pretty early on in order to get a lot of our enchants and whatnot we have on our armor. But basically, yeah, villagers are born here. They shoot out of this minecart dispenser here. And the minecart will travel and put them in their slots. And we've filled up all of these. So we have like pretty much all the books that we need. I think we have all the books that we need here. They're not 1 emerald by any means, but we have enough like pumpkins and melons, as you saw earlier, to get the emeralds that we need. So pretty good here. But we have a ton of villagers. Very loud down here, and I think we're only expanding this. I mean, it's only getting bigger. So it looks like we're working on some weaponsmiths. Nice. Yeah. I'd like to get an iron farm going. We don't quite have one yet, but yep. So that's what we've got going down here, a little villager farm. We want to make this into like a Truman Show area. Kind of like a fake like a fake city, if you will, I guess. Very basic city in the cave, but like a big sky made out of like blue wool or whatever, with white clouds. And then that's just like basic like houses that all look exactly the same for all these guys. I think that'd be kind of cool to do. But that is basically it for the cave here. But we'll run up here right before we go to the nether. And this is our lighthouse. This is what we've been working on for quite a while now. So we've got the lighthouse right here. And yes, I know that a lighthouse actually only has 1 stripe. We figured that out later, but I think we like this design, so we're gonna go with it. Yeah, but it's gonna be pretty massive. It's gonna span up probably 160 blocks, I imagine. We've got 130. It's probably gonna come up to around here. So still working on that. Very big project. And then we might put a farm inside of it, a creeper farm or something inside of that. But yeah, we've even got inside of it is an area that we can do something with as well. We thought about putting the villagers in here, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. But yeah, huge area inside the foundation of it. So pretty cool area. We do have a mine shaft on the other end here. Haven't done anything with it, but we have kind of explored it a tiny bit, not very much though. But yeah, a lot of potential with this area. Oh, and I almost forgot our concrete maker. This is so you'll get your concrete, right? And then basically all you do is you fill up this dispenser with concrete, and you'll sit here with concrete in your offhand and your pickaxe here. And then you'll just press both since we have haste, it's immediate, which is really nice. But you'll press both your mouse buttons down. And once you break it, once you place it and once you break it, it'll give you a new one. So it actually activates twice per, which isn't ideal, but it's okay. But yeah, you'd basically just sit here and you just do that. That's how you make concrete. This water makes it into hardened concrete, and yeah, so it makes it quite nice. Easy to do, lots of them, very fast. So that observer obviously just ticks every time and powers this dispenser every time it's or dropper every time it's updated. So that's how it works. It's very simple. Moving on into the Nether portal. Okay, so we're here in the Nether. We do not have another hub set up yet, but we do have pathways set up to kind of where we need to go. So I'll take you kind of where we mostly use here. So over there is the Nether Fortress. We need to make a Wither Skeleton farm over there, so that'll be pretty cool. And then if you go up to this pathway here, and you just travel this pathway all the way down. I'm almost dead. But this Nether portal will bring us to a lot of different things, actually, but including the end portal. So yeah, we've got snow biome here, ice spikes biome as well, right next to it, and then running all the way over here. This is also where we get all our spruce, ice, and everything. Desert is right there. There's a lot of different trees and whatnot here. So, but right here, where this pillar is, we've made a 3x3 drop hole, and it goes straight into the end. And bang, we're right there. So yeah, this is our end. We haven't done much with it over here. We got the portal up there, but we beat the Ender Dragon there. But if you come down here is where our Ender farm is. So that is actually very nice to have. But yeah, so this thing is extremely efficient with healing your tools and whatnot. So as you can see, it's, yeah, I mean, and it's already full health. So very, very fast. So that's mostly what I use it for. Obviously, we can use it for enchanting as well, which is why we have an enchantment table here. But it's pretty cool. Very, very basic, very simple one that we have here. But yeah, these are not too hard to make, actually. It's just a big platform where the Enderman will drop. I'm not exactly sure how many blocks it is, but drop about yay far. And then they just are one taps with a sword, or even your fist, maybe. I'm pretty sure. So, but yeah, that's all we have for the end. But that's the world right now, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little different type of video we've got going here. Let me know if you want to see anything else, or if you want to see anything in the world. I'll continue the other videos here. But yeah, that's the end of this one. We'll see you guys later in the next one. Hopefully you're enjoying what we're doing so far. And yeah, just give any suggestions down in the comments. We'll see you guys later.